Chronicles of Yilmaz Volume 3, and at this point it has to be noted that Yilmaz, the King of Kings, as I'm assuming that he is just a direct descendant of Emperor Xerxes, had fierce, earth-shaking rivalries with two kids at our school, the first one being an ancient enemy from primary school, and they used to compete with each other over.
Oh man, why do I have to go with Mitchell? He's the fat as shit. His legs chafe cause they rub up against each other when they run. It's fucking festy, man.
Shut up, Yilmaz. You're like the fattest kid in our year. Come on, guys. He's fatter than me, right?
No, don't back him up, boys. He has to learn.
The best part about this bi-weekly argument was that they were both as rotund as the other. They were pound for pound the same. One day in class, Yilmaz is forced to sit next to Mitchell, so naturally Yilmaz slaps Mitchell on the thigh with a ruler.
Take it, Mitchell, you fat fucking shit.
Pretty much every time Yilmaz ever said Mitchell's name, he had to point out that he was a fat shit. It was as if it were a spell. Obviously, an explosion of violence erupts at the back of the class. Both of them throwing punches with no technique behind them. They were clumsy, ineffective bludgeons until the teacher yells, "Yilmaz, Mitchell!" They both break away, and at this point I must stress that Yilmaz is in year 7. This is the first few weeks of school, and Yilmaz says to the teacher,
"What are you gonna do, miss? What are you gonna do?"
A few weeks later, they have their very first English assignment, and Yilmaz overhears Mitchell say that he's going to do his assignment on Harry Potter. So Yilmaz makes the decision to upstage Mitchell by doing a radio play on the exact same book. He waits until Mitchell does his presentation and then shoots his hand up, begging the teacher.
Miss, can I go next? I've got a doctor's appointment today. I've got to go early.
He used to just chuck in very poor cover stories to pretty much every teacher he ever had a conversation with, which only alerted you to the fact that he was about to do something shifty. Yilmaz walks to the front of the class with what has been referred to as the smuggest look imaginable. He was that confident of his recording. The CD doesn't respond right away, so Yilmaz smacks it.
Do not destroy school property, Yilmaz!
Sorry, Bracken, it's not working.
The CD player finally works, and the first sentence is, "Hello and welcome to..." He took a sip of Coke in the first two words and didn't do another recording.
Today we're going to have a show with a very special guest, J.K. Rowling. Welcome to the show, Mr. Rowling.
The class explodes into mocking laughter because everyone on the planet apart from Yilmaz knows that J.K. Rowling is a woman.
Miss, get them to listen to my report.
The teacher, who's trying to hide her smile, says to the class,
Okay, that's enough, settle down.
and then at the end of the tape, which was monotone and very difficult to tell the difference between J.K. Rowling and Yilmaz decides to sign off with,
Okay, thanks for joining us, Mr. Rowling, and tune in next week to hear other answers to heaps good questions like Big Bird. Why is he so big?
Yilmaz received a C+ for what is the easiest assignment in high school. But he's proud of it and shoves it in Mitchell's face.
Yes, suck shit, Mitchell. Oh, that's what we do.
Mitchell informs Yilmaz that that's quite a poor mark, so Yilmaz concludes,
Oh, whatever, Mitchell. It's probably because you got a pussy. Have you seen this shit, man?
Shut up,
No,
man.
he sits down. He sits down when he's trying to take a piss.
Oh,
I
shut
swear to
up,
God,
you
I've seen
ass.
that shit, man.
Shut
He wasn't
up,
trying to do that shit.
with the pussy.
He was trying to do a
You're the
piss.
one with the pussy.
Oh, fuck off, man. You've never seen me sit down on the toilet.
Yilmaz!
No one believed Yilmaz, but everyone decided to tease Mitchell for having a vagina regardless.
and it appears that we're out of time to discuss Yilmaz's second mortal enemy, so that'll have to wait until Volume 4 of the Chronicles of Yilmaz.
More mishaps to come.
Please press the subscribe button now. Come on.